Hey, it's Thursday.
Good morning. Hey, good morning, Clyde. Sorry. It's okay. They get a double good morning today. You can't beat that. It's a beautiful day.
Yes, it is.
It's a beautiful day. And we are so glad you chose to spend your Thursday morning with us.
We sure are. See, that's how glad we were. We couldn't wait to welcome you to the show. Hey, right quick, things are starting to change a little bit in our community. Cincinnati Major League Soccer is coming back to town. They announced that all 26 teams in Major League Soccer will resume play starting July 8th. That's something to keep an eye on. Still trying to figure out what's going to happen with baseball. Understand they're having some behind-the-scenes talks. Cincinnati Bengals have released their season schedule, Mona. They're expected to play the L.A. Chargers. Wow, L.A. Chargers. Anyway, they're expected to do that at home as their first season game coming up September 13th.
You know, a lot of people are looking forward to sports starting back. You know, and in fact, you know, something you can't get out of sports game, but they should sell at a sports game, corn on the cob. You know what? It is National Corn on the Cob Day. And of course, if it's food, we celebrate it here on Cincy Lifestyle. So, you know, how do you like your corn on the cob, Clyde?
I like it well buttered, salted, and peppered. I know other people do other flavors, but I'm kind of a basic guy.
Okay, I got to tell you this. My friend from North Carolina, where you are from as well, said he has to have paprika on his corn, and so I have been doing that ever since we've known each other. I've been putting paprika on my corn. Have you tried that?
I have not. Does it work?
It is. I don't know if it works, but it tastes pretty good.
Well, yeah, then it works.
I love it. It works. Absolutely. Now, do you have to have those little corn cob holders on the side, or do you just grab the corn and eat it?
Oh, look, I can go and just be buttery and slick looking across the face and hands if I have to. I would prefer to have them, but if I don't, that's not going to stop me.
Okay.
I can bet that you like them, though, don't you?
I do like to have them, but I don't have it. I thought I had some, but I couldn't find any, and I made corn last week. So I just used my hands and went for it, you know.
That's what napkins are for.
That's what napkins are for. That's right. Well, you know what? If you go online and search the best way to cook corn, you will see there are thousands of ways to prepare this dish. And in honor of National Corn on the Cob Day, we wanted to try out a few and maybe inspire you to whip up a dish of your own.
that looks good, although I hear the microwave was the clear winner. Anyway, you know, Thomas Edison was the Godzilla of inventors. He crushed nearly all of his competition, including Nikola Tesla. But there was one competing inventor he couldn't crush. Granville T. Woods, an African-American briefly headquartered in Cincinnati. What Woods invented and how he navigated a sometimes hostile environment is an eye-opening Cincinnati curiosity.
While he lived in Cincinnati, Granville T. Woods was proclaimed the greatest electrician in the world at a time when Thomas Edison, Alexander Graham Bell, and George Westinghouse were in their prime. The Queen City was proud of the prolific inventor who earned more than 50 patents in his lifetime, many during the decade he lived here. Granville Woods was born in Columbus, Ohio, and was initially employed on the railroads. Woods picked up a smattering of technical education, even went to sea for a couple of years. In 1880, he relocated to Cincinnati, set up his engineering and electrical company with offices on 3rd Street. While living in Cincinnati, Woods earned an amazing variety of patents, from an energy-efficient industrial steam boiler to a new design for electric batteries, to an innovative method to distribute electricity, to an amusement apparatus that anticipated the slot car racetrack sets that were popular in the 1960s. An electrical railway system invented by Woods was constructed and put into operation at New York City's Coney Island. The invention that solidified Woods' fame was his system of induction telegraphy for railroads. Equipped with this device, railroad dispatchers knew at once the location of every train on their roads, and engineers could avoid collisions. Railroad passengers could communicate with occupants of any train or with anyone waiting at any station connected by railroad tracks. As soon as Woods filed this particular patent, he was challenged by 2 other inventors who claimed prior discoveries. The U.S. Patent Office dismissed one challenge in short order. The other, by Thomas Alva Edison, not so easily dismissed and drug on unnecessarily through the patent courts. There is no question about Thomas Edison's brilliance, but there's little doubt that he was something of a bully. Edison stole ideas, hounded competitors in court, and floated hostile rumors about inventions that often proved better than his own. Edison battled Woods over the railroad telegraphy patent not once, but twice. Woods emerged victorious in both challenges, and the patent was awarded to him. Defeated, Edison offered Woods a job. Woods turned it down, but later sold some of his other patents to Edison, Westinghouse, Bell, and other industrialists. The publicity Woods earned while defending his patents attracted investors who lured him to New York City in 1890, where he applied some of his patents to a subway project and to improvements to Bell's telephone. Woods died in New York City in 1910. Almost a century later, in 2006, Granville T. Woods was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame.
And joining us right now is the person who collects these curiosities, Greg Hand. Greg, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've talked about Woods' contributions to technology, but didn't he also make some contributions to language as well?
Exactly. You know, you've probably heard the saying, avoid the 3rd rail, or somebody stepped on the 3rd rail, or this is the 3rd rail of politics, that sort of thing.
Yep.
That subway system that Woods worked on in New York City was powered through a system that he designed, and it was the first one to use an electrified 3rd rail. And so he was the inventor of the 3rd rail that has now entered our language.
Wow.
Wow. That he was obviously a very brilliant man, Greg. Where did he get his education?
Greg, I don't know if you could hear Mona. She was asking where Woods was educated.
Oh, that's a fascinating question. A coincidence is that 30 years before Woods was living in Cincinnati, Thomas Edison lived in Cincinnati and was working as a telegraph operator. There's a legend that Edison educated himself at the Ohio Mechanics Institute Library at the corner of Vine and 6th Street. And it appears that Woods was also self-educated and probably made use of that valuable library, which is now part of the University of Cincinnati Engineering Library. So both Edison and Woods probably used this technical library that existed in Cincinnati.
And on the assumption that we still might not hear from Mona, let me go ahead and ask about buildings in which Woods lived. Are any of those, or worked, are any of those still standing?
Oh, this was breaking my heart. I went through every city directory during Woods' time, and he moved a lot. His offices were on 3rd Street. For a time, they were on Lodge Street, which was a little street next to Fountain Square. He lived, his house was at a variety of places in the West End. Every time I found a new address, I looked it up, and it was covered by an expressway. So kind of heartbreaking, but I think somewhere in Cincinnati, whether it's exactly where he worked or lived, we probably need a monument to Granville Woods.
Yeah, we certainly do. All right, so if people want to get more information about your curiosities, where can they go, Greg? Be my translator, Clyde.
Just Google Cincinnati Curiosities, and you will find the blog.
Well, all right, Greg, thank you for
right.
talking. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Take care.
Well, coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, it's time to get healthy. Envision Partnership will tell us about some of the free activities your family can take part in to make sure your body and mind are healthy. And then if you are tired of oatmeal or cereal every morning, then we have a solution to your boring breakfast. That's right, we'll give you some hacks on how to kickstart the most important meal of the day. We have all that, so much more, right after the break, so stay with us.
Without a doubt, these are stressful times, and for some people, stressful times can trigger substance abuse. One community has come up with a way to combat the substance abuse by dealing with the stress. Here to tell us more about why the 8 dimensions of wellness are so important is Christine Latta-Landefeld. Thank you so much for being here with us today. So we're talking about those 8 dimensions of wellness and how important that is, particularly given the environment that we're in, the circumstances that we're in health-wise now. Can you explain a little more about that to us?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Healthy Hamilton event that's happening all week, we chose this theme for the 8 dimensions of wellness months ago because it's good to use all the time. It's timely because of, as you indicated, the number of stressors that we're all under and seem to just be building. So the 8 dimensions of wellness were created through the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Addiction Services Administration. And what that does is it really just focuses on reducing all of our risk to substance abuse and mental health crises.
And so what are the important milestones, if you will, in the process of reducing risk?
Yeah, absolutely. So we think of health, oftentimes we think of physical health or well-being, maybe nutrition, sleep, things like that. The 8 dimensions of wellness are really holistic, which is where the field of prevention, which is the work that Envision Partnerships does, is founded on, is that holistic wellness. So all 8 dimensions of wellness need attention all the time. Things like occupational wellness, spiritual wellness, social wellness are just as important as our physical and mental well-being.
So Envision Partnerships is having this event, and some people will think, okay, that's going to be a lot of lectures, but there are actually some fun components to this, right?
I think so. We did try to come up with a number of different kinds of activities. They range from lectures, like lunchtime lectures. There's one about financial well-being, specific to online fraud and identity theft. And then we also have things like Thursday evening, we're going to have a Butler County trivia that is live and uses an app called Kahoot. That's going to be a ton of fun. We also have a creative arts contest that's happening. So all sorts of ways to engage.
So let's help folks find out more about when and where this is all happening. How can they do that?
Yeah, if you go to envisionpartnerships.com and sign up for our newsletter, which is an easy pop-up, you'll get a daily email just throughout this week knowing what activities are coming up next. The good news too is that by having it be a virtual event, most of these activities are available after they've been done. So they'll be recorded and provided either on our Facebook page or on our website. So again, our Facebook page, you can go sign up for activities or go to our website and learn more.
All right, Christina, thanks a lot for being here. Sounds like a lot of fun and a lot of knowledge, so we appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it.
Are you tired of the same old breakfast? You know, as warmer weather arrives, everyone is looking for new, fresh ideas to spruce up their menus, especially for the most important meal of the day, breakfast. And right now, joining us today with some fresh ideas is celebrity chef Claire Robinson. Thank you for joining us, Chef Claire.
Mona, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. All right, what are you gonna do to spruce up your breakfast?
Well, I absolutely love making breakfast more exciting. I think it's the one meal that you really have to put a little bit of thought into to get out of that rut, which is why I was so excited when I found out that Johnsonville made sausage into a strip. I mean, brilliant. It shrinks less. It's, it looks like bacon, but it's not. It's sausage, which has so much flavor, and I love that. It has 9 grams of protein, less sodium, but mostly what I love about it is the flavor. So I thought, what can I do with it that now that I've got this strip of sausage, what will I do with it? And I thought of all the flavors, which is maple flavor, chorizo, spicy, and an original. And so I thought, I love original sausage. I'm going to put that on an SLT because it's not a BLT. It's an SLT because it's sausage. And simple lettuce, tomato, but on a biscuit because I'm Southern and I love a biscuit. Who doesn't love a biscuit? So it's very simple but packed full of flavor. And then I thought, what else can I do with it? I wrapped it around some celery and stuck it in a Bloody Mary, which I was thrilled to do because I used the spicy for that one, and the spicy sausage flavor kind of oozed into the Bloody Mary mix, and it's delicious.
Ooh. Wow, that sounds good. You know, I'm stuck on biscuits. You had me at biscuits. All right, well, you know, a lot of folks are spending a lot more time in their kitchens these days. So do you have any tips to make anyone a better home chef?
Oh, absolutely. I'll give three tips that I think are important for every home chef. And that is, one, you need a really good sharp knife. And actually, this metal stick that comes with your knife block, that's meant to sharpen your knife. And you want to sharpen it as often as you can to get the little burrs off and keep it sharp. So take good care of it. It'll also prevent nicks. 2, I would say, keep it simple. I'm all about 5 ingredients. As you know, my show on Food Network was 5 ingredient fix. So I truly believe that you can make a great meal with just 5 ingredients if you look for flavorful ingredients and a little bit of planning ahead, and you can't lose. And 3rd, did you know that it takes 12 times in a lifetime to try something to really know if you do not like it? So if there's something that you haven't tried in a while, try it again in the kitchen. Like cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, beets, whatever that was when you were a kid that you didn't like and you haven't tried it since, try it again. And then if you don't still like it, maybe you need just 11 more times, 10 more times. Keep trying it and it'll keep it exciting.
All right, we just have a couple seconds left. You know, you're involved. Tell us a little bit about restaurant relief efforts.
I am involved in the Power of 10 initiative, which is feeding those in need, but getting restaurants back up and running in order to feed those in need. You can check that out at power10initiative.com, and that's 10 the number. And also run to Meijer, check out these Johnsonville strips. That's where they are sold in your area, which is really exciting because they're not everywhere yet. And johnsonville.com to check out the recipes.
All right. Thank you so much, Chef Claire. Appreciate it.
And we'll be back with more Cincy Lifestyle on the other side of the break. By the way, be sure to check us out on Facebook. That's where we post all our guest segments and community stories for you to watch and share with your friends. So like and follow us now at facebook.com/Cincy Lifestyle, and be sure to stick around because we'll be right back. Thank you for joining us on Cincy Lifestyle for this Thursday, June 11th, and be sure to make it a great day. Hey, thank you so much for watching our video. Now, if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, be sure to make it a great day.